Hey everybody, just jumping on real quick this morning, Saturday morning, October, I think it's the 24th, and I just have a question to pose to you, kind of a poll that I'm going to direct your attention to. But also I just wanted to really quickly um, reiterate that your cardiac content is posted, emergency content is posted. You notice I told you to just read through the PowerPoint, and the only place I really ask you to read in the book is shock, because this is kind of late in posting the emergency content, but you have a week before your test, a week and a couple of days, and most of it's going to be on cardiac. There will be a little bit on emergency. I just wanted to speak to a couple of things. Things have come up this week, just kind of in dealing with clinical and the fact that we don't have clinical sites, and having to be very flexible with that. I've just been reflecting on this whole season and how even though we're being flexible and we have to be, and even though on my part also, it's very difficult to just lock in and engage and work when you have so much to deal with hurricane aftermath and family stuff, and all of the things that we're having to juggle, and you are too. So I wanted to just suggest that we maintain three things. And these things are in balance, but let's maintain our integrity. So if that means being in clinicals and making sure you're given the best care, even if you see somebody cutting corners and they've been a nurse for a while, we don't have to do that. We can maintain our integrity. Make a mistake, own up to it. If you are slacking in your class, in your coursework, own up to it and get yourself refocused. I know it's difficult, but we have to maintain the integrity of the experience that we're having, because this is important. This is all preparation and to us being good nurses that are safe and also passing NCLEX. My clinical students, we were at Goche and we were doing a simulation in conference rooms, and they voiced concerns in fifth semester. They voiced concerns about, we're having to do a lot of this, less patient interaction, more classroom type stuff, and we're concerned, are we going to be good, safe nurses? And I told them skills are really important, but you can learn the skills if you've got the integrity. But what's really more important even is the thinking, being able to critically think, being able to reason for your patient safety, and being able to communicate and make good decisions. That's really what is important. And so even if you're in a simulation, you're learning that stuff. Take it seriously and keep your integrity. Professionalism. After Laura, I had considered doing some things to help students, and I would have done so if I had been able to, as far as opening up my place here for internet access, because I had internet so quickly and nobody else had it, and y'all were coming in and having to come back for clinicals, even from evacuation. Some of you not having homes, some of you not having electricity. And so I said, how can I have electricity and internet and not open that up to people who just need to come in an emergency and use their internet? Of course, that's something we wouldn't normally do, and I would have to impose some guidelines on that since this was my home. But I considered that. So we have a lot of different things going on, but let's maintain our professionalism at the same time. In maintaining our professionalism, oh, by the way, I've seen some of you in clinical, and my students in clinical in fifth semester, and I want to applaud you on the professionalism. I mean, you're showing up, you're ready to work, you're looking good, you're not sloppy, you're taking it seriously, and that's a good thing. Because really, what it all boils down to is you standing at that bedside, you have the autonomy. You, the registered nurse, get to make lots of decisions that's going to impact, guess who? My mom, my dad, or maybe even me or someone I love. And whether you do a good job and you have integrity and professionalism is going to directly affect whether they live or die and how well they live or die. So I just want to really push that across. Even in this time, maintain your professionalism, your integrity, but let's also maintain our connection. It's difficult, okay? It's difficult for the teachers, it's difficult for the students, but I just want to reiterate that we can meet either virtually in a group with Zoom, FaceTime, Teams video chat, Teams meeting session, Zoom meeting session. We could probably meet somewhere in the community. Possibly, I need to find out if Starbucks is even open, but we can meet and do some mentoring. Don't feel like you're lost and out there and not connected. Um, some people, when they are not connected, tend to slack off. Some people just get really nervous. I don't know who all I'm talking to here. I know that we're all different, but we can maintain the connection that's needed to have a really good experience and finish the semester well. So on that note, here's a poll because you are adult learners, and I do want to give you this choice, and Miss Pender was okay and fully on board with this because we talked about it, and we want to give you a choice. Now 12:30 is our usual time as far as meeting. So if we were actually meeting on campus, so that's our default for our EOLs, is starting at 12:30. The last one, the first one we did, was actually I think at 9:30. So we got to talking and saying, would that actually work better for you? I know that this is probably the only test you have on a Monday is our class. So I have created a poll, and it's basically got, I'm not sure how it's going to show as a student here. Let's see. And I give you a little explanation of why we're asking, and you are able to choose a 12:30 start for the exam, or for the EOL, or a 9:30 start. And this is just for us to gather information to see if the whole class says, hey, let's do it at 9:30 and get it done, or if some of you say that's really bad for me because I have scheduled this or that. If it doesn't work for everybody, we'll stick with our 12:30 start, but we wanted to give you the opportunity. So right below this video is this poll. Need you to kind of do that in the next few days, maybe by midweek, so that we know what to do with our EOL settings. And if you have any other questions, you have any concerns, come to us. We're the first people to come to and ask us, and we can hopefully help you with that. Y'all are doing a great job. Keep it up.